Hello and welcome to Voice Bites from Damn Good Voices. Today I'm joined by actress and voiceover artist Beatriz Romilly. Hey Beatriz.
Hello, Joel.
So before getting into voiceover work, I would have people tell me all the time that they really liked my voice and saying, you should do voiceover work. You've got a great voice. And so I used to think before I got into it that I could just waltz into voiceover work and, without any effort or any work on my part. But I was so wrong. It's a really difficult job and it does require a lot of skill and a lot of hard work. Yeah. What's your take on all of this?
Yeah, I mean, having a good voice helps. Having a voice that people want to listen to. But like anything else, like playing an instrument, or if you want to become a theatre actor, you have to work at it. And I would say, if you can do a course in voice work, do your research in what sort of voiceover artist you'd like to become. So say if you want to do audiobooks, listen to lots of audiobooks, see who you like, see what their background is, see they do any workshops or talks. But yeah, you have to work on your voice, so your breath, your voice, because it's an instrument. So you have to work on your breathing, because it's very, even though you should breathe like you normally breathe, there are breathing skills that you do have to pick up, especially if you're doing a narration text that has long sentences. You need to be able to break it up with natural breaths, but still engaging with what you're doing, and also having an emotional connection to what you're doing, because usually you can have a beautiful voice, but if you're not engaged with your text, then your listener's not going to be engaged. So I would say lots of practice. Do as much practice and research as much as you can. If you're good at accents, work on your accents. If you want to do animation, work on your voices. Watch cartoons, see who produced them. Lots of research, I'd say.
So I have two questions for you, Beatrice. Firstly, what are the different types of voiceovers that people may not think of as being voiceovers? Because most people just think it's commercials or maybe animation.
Well, we're surrounded by voiceovers. So, if you go on an elevator, you've got a voiceover. If you go to a theme park, you've got, a voiceover announcing what ride you're going to, or they might be using a character. They're all pockets of the industry. When you're watching a documentary, that's another voiceover artist. Medical videos, yeah, we're surrounded by them. So I would have a look at all the categories and see what interests you the most. And then see what voices, because there'll be a couple of voices that always do certain voices, like voiceovers. Research them, see what training they've done, what companies they've worked with, and think about why they've been picked over another voiceover artist. They might have a certain quality in their voice. There might be a gentleness, or they might have this high-pitched voice that you can listen to because it's really excitable. And then I would say it's really important to record yourself and listen back to, what you sound like, because a lot of the time how you think you sound isn't necessarily what others hear. And that's just because you can feel the emotion that's coming from you, or your resonance. Like sometimes I'll wake up and I'll have this lovely resonance in my own voice and I'll be like, God, I sound amazing. But the person next to me will be like, no, bitch, you sound really squeaky and high pitched. So the more you listen to yourself, the more you'll pick up certain qualities, and you'll know what you need to work on and what you have for nothing. And knowing what you have for nothing is really important, because that will really help you.
Then the second part is, I want to know what genre of voiceovers you particularly found required the most hard work on your part.
I would say I do quite a bit in the games industry, and I've done a little bit on animation, and I love both those sectors. And I was saying those working on accents, because you can be in a room, especially for animation, you can be in a room and you might have, in a day, you'll be doing 5 different voices, and you have to be able to switch from them. So working on, how to create that voice, how does that character maybe stand, or what facial, do they use their eyebrows a lot, and how can I portray that through my voice? So yeah, just doing lots of breath work and accent work, and just prepping, lots of prep. And then if you do your prep, then you'll be really relaxed in the room, and you'll be intuitive and courageous, which you really have to be in situations like that.
Oh, definitely. I feel like there's nothing that can quite ease nerves like feeling prepared. So I agree with you about preparation is the most important thing, and that will get rid of nerves on the day.
Because you will be nervous, because you'll have that excited nerves, but you just have to use them to your advantage. So, and sometimes you won't get a lot of time to prep. You might just get the script really late the night before, or even the same morning. So if you've already, if you've worked on your voice, I'd say try and do articulation exercises and breathing exercises, even if it's 10 minutes a day. You'll be the better version of yourself, which is good.
Absolutely. That's all we want to be. Well, thank you for joining me today, Beatrice. It's been great talking to you.
You too, Joel.
Guys, thank you for watching Voice Bites. I'm Joel Wood, and you've been watching the wonderful Beatriz Romilly. Don't forget to check out her profile. It'll be linked down below. Check out all of her voice reels. She's done loads of different... she's great. She's, as it says on her profile, she's basically a vocal gymnast. So go check her out. She's very impressive. Please click subscribe. Have I made you feel embarrassed now? Don't forget to click subscribe and come back next time for more Voice Bites. Bye.